chosen ones, empaths, and all the genuine souls. First thing you got to understand is supply is not just supply to a narcissist. If supply was just a supply, all the authentic souls would be getting on with their lives, would be having healthy relationships, and they wouldn't be getting infiltrated by a range of narcissists from various aspects of their lives, right? Like you've been through, and like we've all been through. So the thing is a lot of people think that when I talk about chosen ones and empaths and authentic souls and things like that, that I'm saying that the chosen one and empath thinks that they're better than other people, and they say it's narcissistic. This is what people try to get at. And it's not, because the chosen one empath is very humble. You're very humble, okay? And you don't think you're better than anyone, but you've hit this realization that these people are not on your level, okay? Most of you have hit this realization that you know there's a difference now between good and evil, okay? And you realize this. So the thing is your enthusiasm. Let's focus on the romantic relationship, for example. Actually, let me backtrack on that. It doesn't necessarily just have to be a romantic relationship, but I'm trying to say your enthusiasm, your devotion, this creates a significant dopamine spike in a narcissist, neurological chemicals. That's why I'm saying, even if it's not a romantic relationship, just the intimacy that you have with the narcissist, and because you're under the illusion that this is something good for you, you really give your all. And narcissists come across many people in their life prior to meeting you and things like that, where they don't give their all. So what you need to understand is that there is a huge void and absence once you exit the life of the narcissist. Once it's over, even if they discard you, they notice pretty soon, I believe. I can't give an exact time frame, because it depends if you chase after them, if you do these things before they hit this realization. But they inevitably hit the realization of that your enthusiasm and devotion and the way that it made them feel a certain way, okay? And the narcissist is the thing is what you got to understand is they always need you more than you need them, no matter how they're portraying it, like they've forgotten about you, like they don't care, like they need you more than you need them, and it starts to really grate on them. So the narcissist actually does miss your energy, okay? That's what it is about you. It's nothing to do like it's nothing to do with you as an individual. It's to do with, I don't know what that noise is. Sorry everyone, I don't know what that noise is. It's coming from outside. I'm not sure what the hell that is. If you're hearing that, sounds mad. Sorry. That car needs some fixing. Yeah, anyway, sorry, I've gone off track. Anyway, back to what I'm saying. This energy that you have for them, this energy that you have is something that they really miss, okay? Because they think what they're under the impression of, and I've touched on this and this is your first time here, they're under the impression that they can find this wherever they go because they found it with you, okay? And that's when they start to get greedy. They do get greedy when you're in the relationships with them. They think, oh wow, I've landed this person, I can do better. And that's their mindset. They really believe they can do better. They really believe they can find better. And they're faced with the realization afterwards that they're never going to find someone that fills this place in their mind, heart, and soul like you did. This energy. And this is something that keeps them bound. So you often always think that you're trauma bonded and things like that, but they're bonded by your supply. No matter how they're painting it, no matter who they're with, no matter what they're doing, no matter what things they've done to you, they're bound by your supply. They really are. And I know this to be true because it's just it doesn't even have to be about the narcissist hoovering, okay? It's just in the narcissist actions, because a lot of these things, right? A lot of the times, some of you are waiting on the Hoover, and really, a lot of you have been through it. You've had a Hoover. You haven't noticed it. You haven't given into it. they've done things after the relationships have ended where they've tried to bait you back in. And this is the thing, it's not going to be a sorry. It's very rare if they're going to apologize or hold any accountability, acknowledgement of their error of their ways, a declaration of love. It's very rare that you come across that with them. They're not going to do that. So the thing is they're going to probably try and do something to try and bait you back into a reaction. Some of them realize that they've lost you. That's what you all have to understand as well. With the way they treated you, they're aware that they treated you badly. I know they're delusional. I know they're weirdos. But I believe there is a small fragment, some people may disagree, there's a small fragment, however small, that they have a conscious awareness that they're doing wrong. And this is what creates them to keep a distance from you. Okay, they keep away from you, but they have their coping mechanisms where they're still tapping into your supply source. All right, they can be tapping into your supply source by viewing your profiles, by looking at you on social media. If you are on social media, I'm aware that not all of you are, but that's a way that they can tap into it. If perhaps you're going tit for tat with them, like you're posting stuff to try and get a reaction, a lot of the times they can see through it. And they can see through when you try to like bait them. If you do that, I'm not knocking you if you do. I understand you wanting to do it to try and bait a reaction from them or something like that. But they can often see through this attempt of yours. Because you're authentic and genuine, it's not in your nature to be phony. Okay? So they can see through if you're putting up a facade or you're pretending, So all I'm trying to get at is just embrace that who you are as an individual, they ain't gonna find again. You need to have that awareness, like and it just made me think, because I was in a session earlier and I didn't mention this to the individual and it got cut short, but maybe they'll watch this video. It got cut short because their phone battery died or something, and I was waiting there and they didn't come back on, and I'm not sure, but maybe they had some things to do. But you need to have this awareness, that you need to have a knowing that they ain't finding no one like you. Okay, it's not narcissistic. It's something that I'm strongly encouraging all of you to understand. They're not gonna find this energy they had with you. It's something you have to be sure of. All right, this keeps feelings of feeling like you're inadequate, self-esteem issues away. Thinking someone could, like, the thing is where you're gonna get to is where you actually, they're not gonna find an energy supply source like you, but in a split mind, in another part of the mind, you're actually thinking in your head, like, I hope they do find something to like make them happy and get on with their lives and forget about you, or forget about us. That's you actually get to that place, and I see this in the comment section as well. Some of you are there. You actually reach that place where you want them to forget about you because they're doing weird shit. You're going through your social medias, or you're going through your LinkedIn or your whatever, right? And they're doing, and they're trying to antagonize you, or they're doing things, and you don't know if it's them, or maybe it's them, or is it not them, or you're getting crank calls and you don't know if it's not them, and you have to start, stooping to their level and thinking like them to understand it. And it's like you just want them to go away. Now I know many of you are in the midst of silence, and I want to just put a warning out, like the silent period of a narcissist and you can go on for a prolonged period of time. Okay, I can't give you an exact number, but it can go on for a long period of time, because really ultimately they think they're punishing you, and that's how they're tapping into supply source. When you're not interacting, they're thinking that you're feeling punished, like you're suffering. So they tap into, they're getting fueled with your supply and your energy because they think they're hurting you. Okay?
But if you are hurt and you start trying to pretend that you're not hurt, I believe they can see through it. They have enough discernment to see through that. So there's no point trying to fake it, really. There's no point trying to fake it when I think about things. There's no point trying to fake things. But you all need to have this knowing about your energy and about your supply, that they ain't gonna get it from no one. Okay, no one. The main reason why, and the main factor why a narcissist isn't gonna get it with no one, is because they become very, very, very dependent upon you. No matter how much they were treating you badly, abusing you and whatnot, they become very reliant upon you. So much so that they often go through discards because of how much reliance they're putting on you, and they feel endangered when they do that. Like, they're thinking, oh my God, like, they're not the person that's going to put all their eggs in one basket. They're not the person that's going to be they don't want to be so reliant upon you, but they are. Narcissists are naturally reliant upon potent suppliers. They need them to live, So just embrace, it's not you that they miss, all right? They're going to miss your energy. So if it does happen in another way and a narcissist reaches out and apologizes or tries to contact you directly, if that happens, I can't say it's going to be guaranteed, because a lot of the times when people I speak to, and what I've noticed is they do weird shit, But if they do they do kind of reach out with a declaration of love, a love bomb, acknowledgement of the error of their ways, and they're trying to talk things through with you, don't fall into it, because it's just an agenda and a motive to get your energy back. That's why they're doing it, you see. That is really why they're doing it. They're not doing it for you as a person. They're not doing it because they feel bad for what they did to you. They're doing it because they feel a lack in their lives and they haven't got the supply that they used to get, okay? And they're suffering without you. This is not narcissistic. It's not being egotistical. It's once you go through the awakening, you need to realize that people are not like you, okay? And you are rare, You're rare. You're actually unique, to be honest, As much as I talk to you as a collective of empaths and authentic souls and chosen ones and stuff, you're actually unique. You are an individual, and that is what the narcissist is addicted to. That specific narcissist or narcissists that are involved in your life for a period of time, they are addicted to your unique aura, your unique energy, everything like that. And they ain't finding that nowhere they go. I promise you. Okay, so that's something you should be sure of. You don't need to have feelings of inadequacy, self-esteem issues, thinking they're doing better, feeling like you're competing with a supply or whatever like that. Just let them get on with their business. Let time pass. Focus on your healing. Focus on your growth. Focus on your development. Focus on becoming empowered in your own company. Focus on all these things, and by the time they're gonna reach out to you or do something significant where that they're watching you or they're doing something, right? You're gonna be so disgusted by it, you just want them to go away. So anyway, thank you so much for listening today. I really appreciate the support. Please book a session if you'd like to. You're welcome to donate or support to the channel if you want to. Check out the spiritual channel for more content. All links you need in the description box below. I'll be back on another video soon. Peace.